Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Bare Bones Beautiful. I'm Sky Knight. Today, let's get some sort of notifications enabled. Right now, we don't really have anything installed with our current build that will be sending notifications, but hey, we might at some point. So let's install Dunst. Oh, and before I forget, the drink of the night here is actually a personal favorite of mine. Highland Park 12. It is by far and away my favorite Scotch whiskey. Like hands down, nothing really has compared to this in really anything that I've tasted. It's got nice honey notes. It's florally. It's super inviting, and I absolutely love it. It's a great Highland whiskey. All right. Oh, I guess let's do the obligatory cork. All right, and here we are in our virtual machine with base Debian. Let's just open up a terminal, and quick before we do anything, I did add a bunch of things to my wallpaper folder, and I kind of want to take advantage of those. So let's jump into that. And we'll just do a run a git pull on this. And I actually swapped out, or not swapped out, I created a bunch of inner directories for these with just kind of the category that they're in. We will need to change one small thing with our sxhkd script though, so let's jump into that. So vim.config sxhkd, the sxhkd-rc, and here we are. We're going to need to basically just add an asterisk on the end of this so that it picks up the folders inside of the folder, not just looking for files. It'll look for folders as well. Right, and quit out of there. Super escape to reset the config. And let's close out and make sure that it works still. Yep. See if we can find one of the new ones. That's one of the new ones. That's cool. That's cool. We're going with that one. That one's cool. Okay. Now, what do we need to do? We're going to install Dunst. So what Dunst does, it is essentially an application that will display notifications on your system. Easiest way to do that is to just show you what it does. So let's open up the terminal and install it. Sudo apt install Dunst. There we go. And now I believe we need to run Dunst. Okay, and now we can send notifications, or test notifications with notify send, and then... Okay, notify send is not found. Okay. Let's see what library we need to get installed to have that be working. So just Googling Debian notify send. Okay, so it looks like it's in a libnotify-bin package. So let's install that. Sudo apt install libnotify-bin. Okay, now that notify send should be working. Okay, and you see up here in the corner, in really small text, notification. It says ASD in it. It's definitely going to need a bigger font size, so let's see what we can do for the configuration of Dunst. Alright, it doesn't look like it created a Dunst directory. So let's check out the man page. Maybe it has a default configuration in there that we can copy out. Okay, so an example configuration file is included, usually in usr share doc dunst rc.gz. Why is it in a zipped file? Okay, well, I'll load up another terminal. I think we're going to need to... Actually, do we need to do a sudo copy? I don't think so. Copy usr... Oh, where did we go? usr share doc dunst rc.gz. Throw that into our... Well, actually, we're going to need to make a config folder for Dunst. So make a directory .config Dunst and do the command correctly. Okay, now let's try this. Copy user share doc dunst dunstrc.gz and put that into home.config dunst and call it what? Dunst rc. And let's see what that file looks like. So cd.config dunst then dunst rc. Oh, why would this be an encrypted file? So if we rename this to dunstrc.gz and tar not xr, xf. This does not look like a tar archive. Do I need to gunzip it? Gunzip, I'm not even sure how this works. I don't know. Okay, let's try it. Gunzip this and cat out the dunstrc. Okay, there it is. I don't know why it was encrypted. Seems weird. Anyway, we got it figured out now. So we have the Dunst RC. Is there anything else in here? Did it just rename it and then delete it? Is that how gunzip works? Or gunzip? Whatever. Alright, let's cancel out of there. Pop up and close that one out. Okay. Now let's Vim open this up in Vim. Okay, so it looks like this will be ignored. Which monitor the notification should be displayed on. Looks like if I comment this out, it doesn't matter because it will be displayed on whatever monitor my mouse is on. Okay. So geometry of the window. The height is measured in number of notifications. Everything else is in pixels. Okay. So the width of the notification by the number of notifications. And is this the positioning of it? Looks like that's the positioning of it. So 300 seemed alright. Let's see if this is actually working though. Let's go up to 1,000. Save that out. Actually, let's pop over here and close that out. Open it back up. This time let's run Dunst. And actually open up another one. Notify, send. Okay, that's definitely bigger. Okay, how do we... It seems almost too big. So let's change that back to... 300 seemed fine, I think. We'll see what it looks like when we increase the font size. Do I need to save this? Or do I need to rerun Dunst every time? Looks like I need to close out and restart Dunst every time. That's a little annoying, but okay. And then... Okay, so I don't know if you can see this. It's kind of hard to see. Alright, we're going to find out how to create or increase the size. Show how many messages are currently hidden. What if we don't do that? What does that do? No? I assume it's no. It could be false, because who needs consistency? Let's close that. Dunst. That didn't seem to do anything. So shrink window if it's smaller than the width. Oh, yes. That will at least make everything fit. So then we could actually bump this up. I believe this would change this to a... Oops. This would essentially change this to be a maximum size. So I think 1000 would be a pretty good maximum size. Close Dunst, restart it. Okay. Now it is just doing the size of the window. Transparency. Yeah, sure. Let's make it a little transparent to make it look nice. Let's see. Range 0 to 100. 0 opaque or 0 transparent? Let's try 75. 75. Close, restart. Oh, okay, so this is the level of transparency. Oh, I suppose the transparency of the window. Okay, let's make this 25. Just the polar opposite of what we set it to before. Oh, it's a little too light still. Maybe 15. I like that. That's pretty good. Okay, notification height. Okay, so the height of the entire notification, if the height is smaller than the font height and the padding combined, it will be raised to the font height and padding. Okay, so this is like the minimum height of the notification. Let's change that to 25. Not sure what it was at before. I'm not sure if that made a difference at all. Let's change this to 200. Oh, okay, that definitely made a difference. Okay. Although I would have expected it to be centered, but apparently not. So let's just have a minimum height of 50, I guess. Maybe the text alignment will be farther down. Okay. So draw a line of separator height pixels between two notifications. Okay, so what does... And if I send hello 2, is that the 2 pixels there? What if we change that to 15? And hello 2. Hello. Oh. I don't like that border. Okay, padding between text and separator. It's like the padding from the left side. I think 8 seems fine. Or wait, horizontal pad. What? What now? 8 what? 16. Let's see what the difference is then. Just double it. Oh, so that's how high from the top of the notification it is. It seems strange to call it the padding between the text and the separator, but I guess that's accurate. Horizontal padding, that was definitely fine at 8. Maybe we'll bump it up when we find out where we can actually increase the font size in here. So it defines width in pixels of frame around the notification window. So that gray thing, I don't much care for the gray border around it. Ah, that's a little better. Yeah, well, the separator is still a little gross. Okay, so frame width, 0. We don't care about the frame color. Separator color. Oh, here we go. Define a color of the separator. So it's using the same color as the frame color. And the frame color, I assume all these A's is that gray. I don't much care for that, though. What if we just let it try to figure it out on its own? So running Dunst. That's not terrible. What if we try foreground? No, so that's the color of the font. I liked that best as auto, I guess. Maybe there's a setting farther down that I haven't gotten to yet. Sort merge messages by urgency. That seems fine. Idle threshold, what is this? Do not remove idle threshold until if the user is idle for longer than 120 seconds, so 2 minutes. Okay, here we go. Font, monospace 8. Vera code, nerd font. Let's see if that actually made a difference. It's always hard to tell what the, oh yeah, that looks different. Yeah, those look different. Okay. So let's change that to 22. Is that what the rest of my system is at? I think it might be. It's alright. A little big. Maybe 18? Okay. I can live with that. And I actually don't like how it is intersecting with the polybar there, so let's hop up to the top and increase that. So it's at 30 now. Let's do is X, so probably plus 30. Try that out. Let's do 32, just so that there's a clear separation. It was really close, though. I didn't mind it being there, but there we go. Now it's a little more obvious. Okay, so now let's go back here and search for, I think we were in the font area. Here we go. Spacing between lines. I don't think I care about that. Markup, what is this? Oh, okay, so markup allows you to create basic HTML markup. I guess. Here we go. Okay. I guess it's kind of hard to... Well, it doesn't seem right. Alignment of message text. Center... I mean, does it matter? Oh, it's probably because I'm setting having it resize. I don't care. Yep, sure. Do a word wrap. Ignore new lines in notifications. No, I don't think we want that. Stack duplicates? Okay, so I think this is... Or... Is it no or false? Like what? Consistency, people. Come the frick on. Okay. That's simpler. Oh, and I think that's where we're getting to the show the hidden, because now that... Okay. Hidden. And try that again. Okay, there we go. So that's what the hidden does. Okay. We're somewhere around here. Alignment center, vertical alignment center, that seems fine. Yes, do the word wrap, ignore new lines, don't stack the duplicates. Hide duplicate count, that's not a thing, since we're not hiding them in the first place. Align icons. So this can show icons, apparently. Minimum icon size is 0. Max is 32. And we might... I don't think that we have any icons installed, so we're going to have to install some at some point. And just looking through to see what else we can do. Ooh, corner radius. Can we get rounded corners on this? 5? 20? Well, I really don't much care for the outline being a different color. That's a little annoying. I think this might be... Yeah, there's appears to be a bunch more things that we can do specifically with applications themselves, but that's enough. Maybe if we restart our PyCom server, pkill PyCom, and then PyCom experimental backends. Did that? No, it doesn't help. I don't know why those are there. That's a little annoying. I'm sure it's something I can fiddle with in the PyCom config, but what are you gonna do? Alright, well that solves our objective for today. We have notifications enabled on our system now. We styled them a little bit. We changed the font, changed the size, added some rounded corners. Did some basic configuration for how we want them displayed. Yeah, seems like it should be nice when we actually start using things that would take advantage of that. Alright, well, thank you all for hanging out with me. I'm Sky Knight. Have a good one.